Hello, English learners. Welcome back to LifeTalk English. I'm Nico.
And I'm Elisa.
Picture this. You're standing in line at your local cafe, waiting for your morning coffee. The air smells like fresh beans, a little chatter around you, and then someone turns, looks at you, and says, "Hey, how's it going?" That moment, that tiny spark, is what today's journey is all about.
Yes, those small little conversations that happen every day. They might seem so simple, but they're actually the heart of natural English. And honestly, this might be harder than it sounds.
Right? Because in your head, you're thinking, okay, should I say, I am fine, thank you, or something else?
Exactly. But you don't always want to sound like a textbook. Real life is warmer, more casual.
Liking what you hear? Hit that like button and subscribe to join us for more, but only if this is your kind of learning.
And we'd love to know where you're listening from right now. What's your local time? Are you sipping morning coffee, or is it late night for you?
Now, settle in, maybe grab a notebook or just relax with your headphones on, and let's ease into today's English journey together. So let's dive into the art of starting small talk. Think of it as the doorbell of conversation. You press it gently, and suddenly you're invited inside.
That's a nice image. And in English, the doorbells are little phrases like, "Hey, how are you?" Or "Nice weather today, isn't it?"
Let's play it out. Elisa, imagine you're my neighbor, and we bump into each other at the elevator.
Okay. "Hey, Nico, how's it going?"
Not bad, thanks. Just heading out to grab some groceries. How about you?
"I'm good. Just came back from the gym."
See? Notice how natural that felt? Short, light, and you immediately get a glimpse into each other's lives.
And the important part is you don't need a long answer. In fact, too long feels strange. If someone asks, "How's it going?" just say, "Pretty good. You?"
Yeah, the you at the end is like tossing the ball back. Otherwise, the conversation dies.
It's like tennis. Keep the ball moving.
Exactly. Imagine someone asks, "How are you?" And you just say, "Fine." Full stop. That's like dropping the ball on the court.
Boom. Conversation over.
So here's a little trick. Match the energy of the situation. If it's your friend, you can say, "Pretty good. I just tried that new pizza place." If it's a stranger, maybe keep it lighter. "Good, thanks. Just enjoying the sunshine."
And weather, oh my gosh, weather is the most universal small talk topic ever.
Especially in English-speaking countries. Like in the UK, people will say, "Bit chilly today, isn't it?"
Or in the US, "Can you believe this heat?" It's simple, but it works.
And it's not about the weather, it's about showing openness. You're saying, "Hey, I'm friendly. I'm approachable."
Right, because the words are simple, but the message is bigger. I want to connect with you.
Let's give listeners some ready-to-use starters. "Hey, what's up?" "Morning. Busy day ahead?" "Hi there. How's your week going?"
And don't stress about sounding perfect. Your smile, your tone, and your eye contact matter just as much.
Absolutely. Think about it. You can say, "Morning," with a flat face, or you can say, "Morning, what a little brightness." Totally different vibe.
And if you're shy, start small. Maybe just say "hi" with a smile to your bus driver. That's still practicing natural English.
You don't need to jump into big conversations right away. Build the muscles slowly.
Like language push-ups.
Language push-ups, yes. One hi today, a short weather comment tomorrow, then maybe a question next week.
And here's a cultural note. In many Western countries, small talk is seen as polite. Even if you don't really care about the weather, people still do it because it's part of the social dance.
Right. So if you think, "Why are they talking about the rain again?" Don't worry. It's not about the rain, it's about friendliness.
That's such an important point. Small talk is like oil in an engine. It keeps things running smoothly.
And here's one last tip. If someone greets you with, "Hey, How's it going? Don't panic. Just repeat the rhythm. Good. How's it going with you?
It's like echoing, very natural.
Okay, let's role play one more. Imagine we're both waiting at the bus stop.
Oh, looks like the bus is running late today.
Yeah, seems like it. Hopefully it shows up soon. I don't want to be late for work.
Same here. At least the sun is out.
And there, you've already built a three-turn conversation just from one comment.
And that could lead to, so do you take this bus every day? Or where do you usually work? If the situation feels comfortable.
Step by step. Keep it light, keep it real.
And don't be afraid of a little silence. Sometimes just sharing the moment is enough.
I like that. Silence can also feel natural, like pausing to breathe in the scene around you.
Exactly. Small talk is not about filling every second. It's about connection.
So, dear listener, next time you see someone at the cafe, the elevator, or the bus stop, try one little phrase. Smile, say, hey, how's it going? And see where it takes you.
And remember, if the conversation doesn't continue, that's okay too. You've still practiced. That's still a win.
So earlier, we dipped into starting small talk. But once you've said, hey, how's it going? What happens next? That's where polite questions come in.
Exactly. If small talk is like knocking on the door, polite questions are like stepping inside. You're showing interest without barging in.
And here's the tricky part. English questions can feel formal if you use them straight from a grammar book, like, where are you going? Might sound a little too direct to a stranger.
Imagine you're waiting at a bus stop and someone just stares at you and says, where are you going? You'd be like, excuse me?
Yeah, that's more like an interrogation. So let's soften it. Instead, you could say, heading to work? Or on your way somewhere fun?
That's the magic, adding those little softeners. The word heading makes it casual, not pushy.
And polite questions often begin with those gentle openers. Do you, are you, have you? For example, do you come here often?
That one sounds like a cheesy movie line, though.
True, but in the right context, it's actually fine.
True. At the gym, do you come here often is normal. At a romantic dinner, maybe not.
Here's another. Are you waiting for someone? If you see someone at a cafe, that's more natural than who are you waiting for?
Yeah, because who sounds too nosy.
Let's role play again. Nico, imagine you're at the office water cooler. Okay, in character. Hey, Elisa, grabbing a coffee?
Yeah, just taking a little break. Do you usually drink coffee in the afternoon too?
Oh, not always. Sometimes I go for tea. How about you?
Coffee all the way. I can't survive without it.
Notice that Elisa used, do you usually? That's a classic polite question format. It shows interest, but doesn't demand deep information.
And it gives the other person space to answer as much or as little as they want.
Here's another softener. Adding a bit or kind of. Like, isn't it a bit crowded today?
Or, do you kind of like working here? That makes it sound less sharp, more curious.
Though careful, do you kind of like working here? Might sound like you're expecting a negative answer.
True. Context matters, but adding soft words generally makes questions friendlier.
Cultural note here. In English-speaking countries, politeness often comes from tone, not just words. So you can say, busy day? With a smile, and it feels caring.
But if you say the same thing with a sigh, busy day, it sounds annoyed.
Let's give listeners some ready-to-use polite questions for daily life. Are you from around here? Do you usually take this train? Have you tried that new cafe nearby? Isn't it nice out today?
And here's a pro tip. Sometimes you don't even need full grammar. Native speakers often shorten. Got any plans for the weekend? instead of, do you have any plans?
Oh, that's such a good one. Got any plans? Sounds friendly, casual, and super natural.
And the answer can be simple, like, yeah, just relaxing, or not yet, maybe going to the movies.
So let's role play a weekend plan conversation. Elisa, ask me.
Sure, casual. Got any plans for the weekend?
Not really. I might just catch up on some reading. How about you?
I'm going hiking with a friend, hoping the weather stays nice.
That felt smooth, right? No heavy grammar, no awkward silence.
Yeah, and listeners can copy this exact structure in real life.
One more thing. When you ask polite questions, always be ready to answer back. Otherwise, it feels like an interview.
Exactly. If you ask, do you like this cafe? And the person says, yeah, you should add something like, same, I love the atmosphere here.
Otherwise, the ball drops again.
It's like that tennis game we mentioned earlier.
Callback moment. Yes, polite questions are just another way to keep the ball bouncing.
And if you're nervous, keep your questions simple and about the situation around you. Like, long line today, huh?
That's perfect. You're both experiencing the same moment, so it feels natural.
And if the other person doesn't answer much, don't take it personally. Some people just don't feel like talking.
That's right. Politeness also means respecting their choice.
So, listeners, next time you're in a cafe, at work, or waiting for the bus, try one soft question. Just one.
And don't worry about mistakes. People will understand your effort, and often they'll respond kindly.
And hey, if they smile and just say, yeah, take it as practice, that's still progress.
Every polite question you try is like another brick in your natural English house.
And we'll keep adding bricks section by section.
So far we've practiced small talk and polite questions. But here's the thing. If you only ever ask questions, you sound like a detective.
Yeah, like Sherlock Holmes with the notepad. Where were you yesterday? What did you do? Who were you with?
Exactly. People will start looking for the hidden camera. That's why sharing your own little stories is so important.
It balances the conversation. You ask, then you give. It feels like a real exchange, not an interview.
And you don't need dramatic stories. Everyday moments are perfect. Like, I tried cooking pasta last night and totally burned it.
That's so relatable. Everyone has a cooking disaster story.
Listeners, here's the rule. Small, honest, funny, or light details. That's what keeps things natural.
And it doesn't have to be funny. It can be simple, like, I finally cleaned my room today, or I watched a movie last night.
Let's try a role play. Elisa, start with a polite question, and I'll add a little story.
Okay. Hey, Nico, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. I went to the park on Sunday and ended up watching this group playing drums. It was so random, but really cool.
Oh, that sounds fun. Did you join in?
No, I just clapped along. I have zero rhythm.
See, that's natural. Nico gave me a small story, and I could respond with interest.
And notice, my story wasn't long, but it gave Elisa a chance to react.
That's the trick. Share just enough detail to invite another question or comment.
Here's a pattern you can copy. Question, short story, reaction.
For example, someone asks you, how's your day going? Instead of just fine, you could say, pretty good. I tried a new cafe this morning and the coffee was amazing.
And then they might say, oh, where was it? And suddenly you have a longer conversation.
Plus, sharing your own stories makes you more memorable. People remember little details.
Like, oh, that's the person who loves hiking, or that's the guy who always tries new restaurants.
Exactly. It builds your character in people's minds.
Let's practice with another scenario. Two colleagues chatting at lunch.
I'll go first. Hey, Nico, did you bring lunch today?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I tried making sushi rolls last night. Total disaster. They fell apart, but they still tasted good.
That's awesome. Homemade sushi is ambitious.
Right? And now Elisa has a hook to keep the conversation going. Maybe she'll share her own cooking story.
Like, oh, I once tried baking bread and it turned into a brick.
See, that's the balance. Two little stories bouncing back and forth.
Here's a cultural tip. In many English-speaking countries, people value personal stories because they feel more authentic than generic answers.
Yeah, if you just say, work is busy, that's fine. But if you add, work is busy, I've been training a new teammate this week, it sounds real.
And it gives the other person something to ask about.
Let's give listeners some starter examples. Instead of, I'm tired, say, I'm tired, I stayed up too late watching a movie. Instead of, I'm fine, say, I'm fine, just finished a big project at work. Instead of, nothing much, say, nothing much, just went shopping for some new shoes.
And these don't need to be impressive. The point isn't to brag, it's to connect.
Right. You don't have to say, I just climbed Mount Everest. A burned pizza works just as well.
Honestly, a burned pizza might start more conversations than Everest.
Very true. Everyday struggles are universal.
Here's a tip for shy learners. Prepare 2 or 3 little stories in your head before you go out.
Oh, that's clever, like keeping snacks in your pocket, ready to share.
Exactly. Something simple like, I started a new book, or my cat knocked over a glass this morning.
That way, when someone asks you a question, you're not scrambling for words.
And don't forget your delivery. If you smile or laugh at yourself, your story feels even more inviting.
Yes, self-deprecating humor, like, I tried jogging this morning, but I only lasted 5 minutes. People love that.
It shows you don't take yourself too seriously.
Listeners, remember, questions are great, but stories make you shine. Next time someone asks, how was your day? Give them a little snapshot of your life.
And who knows, you might inspire them to share a story too.
So we've got small talk, polite questions, and little personal stories. But here's the secret ingredient that makes it all feel smooth: keeping the flow alive.
Yes, conversations aren't just about what you say, they're also about how you react, how you connect one idea to the next.
Exactly. Think of it like music. It's not only the notes, but also the rhythm in between.
And in English, that rhythm often comes from connectors, fillers, and small reactions.
Let's start with fillers. These are words like, well, so, actually. They don't carry heavy meaning, but they give you time to think.
Like if someone asks, what did you do yesterday? You can say, well, I just stayed home and cooked a little.
See? That well makes it sound casual and natural, not like you're reading a script.
Another example. Actually, I tried a new app yesterday. It was kind of fun.
And notice she also used kind of. That softens the sentence and keeps the flow light.
Fillers are not mistakes. They're tools. Even native speakers use them all the time.
But don't overload. If you say, well, actually, every sentence, people might get dizzy.
True. Sprinkle, don't drown.
Then we have connectors. These are little bridges like, and then, but, so, by the way.
They keep your story moving. For example, I went shopping, and then I bumped into an old friend. By the way, have you seen that new shop?
Smooth, right? You didn't stop the flow, you guided it.
And then there are reactions. Just saying, oh, really? Or no way, shows you're listening.
Exactly. Imagine a friend says, I missed my train this morning. If you just stay silent, it feels cold. But if you say, oh no, that's the worst, now the flow is alive.
Let's role play one. Nico, tell me a mini story, and I'll react.
Okay. Yesterday, I spilled coffee all over my shirt before work.
Oh, no. Did people notice?
Yeah, my colleague asked if I'd been in a paint fight.
That's hilarious. See, just those little "oh no" and "did people notice" kept the energy going.
Reactions don't need to be big. A simple uh-huh or right shows you're engaged.
In fact, in many cultures, especially in English-speaking ones, silence during a story can feel like disinterest.
True, active listening is key.
And another cultural note, in casual English, interruptions are okay as long as they're supportive.
Like if someone says, I finally tried sushi yesterday, and you jump in, oh, I love sushi. That's not rude, that's enthusiasm.
Right, it shows connection.
Let's give listeners some ready-to-use reaction phrases. Oh, really? That's great. No way. Seriously. That's interesting. I know, right?
And tone makes the difference. Oh, really? With flat tone sounds bored, but oh, really? With surprise sounds engaged.
Let's demo it. Elisa, say, I won a free coffee today.
I want a free coffee today.
Aw, really? See how boring that was?
Yeah, terrible.
Now, oh, really? That's awesome.
Much better. I feel proud of my free coffee now.
So listeners, practice tone as much as words.
Another way to keep flow alive is callbacks. Remember earlier we talked about the tennis game?
Yeah, if you bring that back later, like it's just like tennis again, it makes the conversation feel connected.
Exactly. Shared jokes or references give your conversation a cozy thread.
And don't forget, pausing is okay too. A little silence while you smile or sip your drink can feel natural.
Yeah, silence isn't always awkward. Sometimes it's just space to breathe.
So, to sum it up, use fillers to sound natural, connectors to keep ideas flowing, and reactions to show you're alive in the conversation.
And sprinkle in callbacks and supportive interruptions, and suddenly you sound like a fluent, warm communicator.
Listeners, next time you chat with someone, try adding just one filler, one connector, and one reaction. Notice how the flow feels smoother.
And don't be afraid to laugh. A shared laugh is one of the best flow keepers in any language.
Like all the times you laugh at my bad cooking stories.
Hey, your burnt pizza was iconic.
See? Callbacks keep us flowing. All right, so we've opened conversations with small talk, built them with polite questions, added our own stories, and kept them flowing with fillers and reactions. But there's one last piece: how to close conversations naturally.
Yes, because nothing feels weirder than a conversation that just stops, like when both people stare at each other, wondering who should walk away first.
I laugh. It's like a dance with no ending music. You need that final bow.
And in English, there are so many gentle ways to say goodbye without sounding too formal or too abrupt.
Exactly. For example, instead of I must go now, which sounds like you're in a Shakespeare play, you can say, anyway, I should get going.
That little anyway is magic. It softens the exit.
Another one is, well, I'd better let you go. It's polite because it shows you're thinking about the other person's time.
Or, all right, I'll see you around. Casual, friendly, no pressure.
Let's role play a workplace chat that's ending. Elisa, start it.
Okay, so did you watch that new movie yet?
Not yet, but I'm planning to this weekend. Anyway, I should get back to my desk.
Yeah, me too. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. You too. Catch you later.
See how natural that was? No awkward silence, no the end moment. Just a smooth goodbye.
Another common exit phrase is, it was nice talking to you. That works in almost any situation.
And if you want to sound more relaxed, you can say, take care, or see you soon.
In American English, you'll often hear, have a good one.
Yeah, which really means have a good day, but shorter.
And in British English, you might hear, cheers, even as a goodbye.
Cultural note here, goodbyes are often about tone. Bye can sound friendly
or cold depending on how you say it.
Totally. Bye, with a smile, feels warm. Bye, flat and quick, might sound rude.
Let's give listeners a menu of natural closings.
All right, see you later.
Take care.
Anyway, I'd better get going.
Well, nice talking to you.
Catch you later.
Have a good one.
And notice how many of these start with soft words like all right, well, or anyway. They make the goodbyes smoother.
Exactly. It's like a parachute. You don't just drop out of the sky, you float down gently.
Nice image. And sometimes you can add a callback to make the goodbye warmer.
Like, good luck with that pizza experiment, or enjoy your hiking trip this weekend.
That shows you listened, and it leaves a positive impression.
Let's role play a cafe goodbye with a callback.
Sure, as me. Anyway, I should head off. Hope that bread you baked today doesn't turn into a brick again.
Thanks, I'll try. Have a good one.
You too. See? Quick, natural, personal.
Another tip. If you're not sure what to say, just smile and wave while saying see ya. Body language helps a lot.
True. And sometimes you don't even need words. A nod, a smile, a small wave, it all works.
But if you're learning English, practice a few lines so you don't freeze.
Yes, memorize 2 or 3 closings. That way you can always end smoothly.
And don't worry if you sometimes end too suddenly. Everyone does it. You'll get smoother with practice.
Remember, conversations are like little stories. They need a beginning, a middle, and an end.
And now, dear listeners, you have tools for all 3.
Start with a light opener, move with polite questions and stories, keep the flow alive, and close with warmth.
And if you practice these steps, your English will feel more natural every single day.
So next time you're chatting in English, remember to end on a kind note. A good goodbye leaves the door open for the next hello.
And that's really what daily conversation is about, building little bridges of connection.
Nicely said.
Thanks. And on that note, maybe it's time we say goodbye too.
Perfect example. Well, it's been nice talking to you all today.
Take care, everyone. See you in the next episode.